4, 3, 2, 1.
Studio Classroom is Please stand by. Studio Classroom is on the air.
Hello friends, welcome back to Studio Classroom on the air. I'm Anne-Marie and I hope you're ready to learn something new today.
I know I am. Hey everyone, I'm Gabe, and we are on day 2 of our article called The Princess Diaries.
That's right. Yesterday we read that Mia, a 9th grader living in New York City, found out she was really a princess. Can you imagine?
Well, Mia can't. In the next part of our story, we're going to find out how Mia deals with this new information.
It's going to take a lot of adjustment for her. Let's find out how she handles it in the next part of our article.
The Princess Diaries. Mia will go to school in New York as usual during the year, but will spend summers in Genovia. There she will learn what it takes to fulfill her role as princess. But then her grandmother flies to New York and gets a room at a luxurious hotel. She demands that Mia begin her princess lessons immediately and tells the press about her. They show up at Mia's school, and she immediately becomes very popular. Mia is slowly adjusting to being a princess.
Hello everyone, welcome to Language Lab. I'm Jack. 今天要看的第一个字是形容词 luxurious。luxurious 就是豪华、奢侈的意思。例如 Our family stayed at a luxurious resort in Mexico on our vacation. 我们家度假时住在墨西哥的一间豪华度假旅馆。或是 Jane and Ben not only bought a luxurious house by the lake, but they also bought a luxurious boat. Jane 跟 Ben 在湖边不只买了一栋豪宅，还买了一艘豪华的游艇。再看一个例句 Sophia's luxurious-looking coat felt like real fur, but it wasn't. Sophia 昂贵的大衣看起来像真的皮毛，但其实不是。接下来我们来看动词 adjust。adjust 是调整的意思。譬如 Marjorie adjusted her work hours in order to be home with her kids after school. Marjorie 为了孩子放学后能陪在旁边而调整了工作时间。或是 Bob adjusted his tie before he went up front to give his speech. Bob 上台演讲前把领带调整。Adjust 也有适应的意思。例如 If the president isn't re-elected, the country will have to adjust to a new government. 如果这任总统没有连任，这个国家就必须适应新的政府。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
All right, friends, let's continue to find out more about Mia after she learned that she is actually a princess. Mia will go to school in New York as usual during the year, but will spend summers in Genovia. There's a phrase here I want to talk about for a minute. That phrase, during the year. That has a very specific meaning to it, doesn't it, Gabe?
Yes, it does. The idea in our lesson is that she is in New York during what we would call the school year. Now, the school year, of course, is not 12 months unless you go to school for 12 months of the year. I hope you don't. You work hard enough as it is. You don't need to have school for 12 months. But this is referring to the school year.
Usually when you see this phrase, you can assume that the school year is placed right after it. For example, some people only take music lessons during the year. That doesn't mean they take them just during 1 year. It means that they take them during the time that school would go on.
That's right. So usually between September and June or something like that. And then, of course, the other months are the summer months, your summer vacation months. We read on here, there she will learn what it takes to fulfill her role as princess. Now we want to take a look at that phrase, to fulfill your role as something. This is to do the things that your role or job or position requires.
This always has to do with a person. People could fulfill their role as president, fulfill their role as a mother, or fulfill their role as a father. And here in our text it says to fulfill her role as a princess. We continue reading, but then her grandmother flies to New York and gets a room at a luxurious hotel. Now, luxurious means it's very, very fancy. As you can see in our picture here, doesn't that look like a very luxurious hotel?
Yeah, it looks like a luxurious hotel room. And when I think about Princess Diaries, I think immediately of Julie Andrews. I never saw the movie Princess Diaries, but she played the grandmother, right?
She did, yeah.
And she just strikes me as a very luxurious person or
Very
personality.
proper, yes,
Yeah,
for
very
sure.
proper. Of course, she is an excellent actress. Well, we read on here, she demands that Mia, this is her grandmother, demands that Mia begin her princess lessons immediately and tells the press about her. So now she's gotten Mia a lot of attention. Let's talk about the press. And is there a difference between the press and the media? Well, the press is referring to at least one aspect of the media. Usually when we hear the phrase or see the phrase, the press, that's usually talking about reporters who are reporting for print media.
That's true. Sometimes I do hear these words used interchangeably, the media or the press, but there is a little bit of a difference, just like Gabe said. It is important to fact check everything that the press says, make sure what they're reporting about is factual. And
true.
here when Mia's grandmother told the press about her and how she was a princess, that caused a lot of problems for Mia in the book.
Yeah, she didn't want all of that attention. We learned that in yesterday's part of the lesson, right? She didn't even want to be a princess in the first place. Well, in this sentence, we also see that she has these lessons immediately. There are other words that we could use that also mean immediately. I think they're kind of fun words like pronto. Have you ever used that word pronto, Anne-Marie?
When I need to do something, pronto, yes, means I need to do it right away.
Yeah, right away, pronto, immediately. There's another word that kind of comes from the medical world, and that is stat. Yes, I need a scalpel. Stat! That means give it to me right away.
Well, let's read a little bit about what the press actually does to Mia. It says they show up at Mia's school and she immediately becomes very popular. So they actually go to her school where she is studying. And because her classmates see that she is getting so much attention, she rises in popularity.
Oh man, this could be a lot of pressure for someone so young. And a lot of young kids, or any age, really don't know what to do with all that kind of pressure put on them so suddenly. Let's see if she has what it takes. You saw that phrase earlier in our lesson that she will learn what it takes to fulfill her role as a princess. That means she's going to learn what is necessary for that role. And we read here, Mia is slowly adjusting to being a princess.
That's right. Well, right now, friends, it is time to learn something new in our info cloud.
Hi friends, welcome to InfoCloud. Thanks for joining us again.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Because if you wouldn't be here with us, we would be so sad. We would be very, very sad.
Andrea, are you okay?
Yes, Rex, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Well, you were being pretty dramatic.
I was? Well, good, because I was trying to demonstrate today's topic.
Are we talking about being dramatic?
Close. I thought we'd look at the phrase drama queen.
I've heard that before. I know if someone is a drama queen, they show big emotions about little things.
Yes, and usually the emotions are very big, even exaggerated.
You can say, Karen is such a drama queen. She makes a big deal out of everything.
Or Susan's daughter is a little drama queen already. She has big emotions when it comes to choosing her clothes each day.
So it sounds like being a drama queen is kind of negative?
You are right. It's not nice to call someone a drama queen, but it can be said in a joking way. So you want to be careful when you use this phrase to describe someone.
当我们用中文说一个人是戏剧女王，那可能代表她很会演戏。不过用英文来讲就有完全不同的意思。戏剧女王或戏剧皇后用英文讲是 drama queen， 不过那并不是在称赞一个人的演技很厉害，而是她很情绪化，很神经质，一点小事情就情绪反应很大。例如 Alice was being a drama queen when she lost her keys. 当 Alice 的钥匙不见了，她的情绪反应有点夸张。一个人会变成 drama queen 有几种可能的原因，其中包括天生的个性啊，或是单纯的想要别人注意他。特别要指出的是，虽然 drama queen 通常是用来形容女生，但它也可以很幽默的来形容男生。这就是今天的 Info Cloud， 我们下次云端见。
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to Studio Classroom. Are you ready for a quiz?
I am.
Okay. Do you know how to use the word immediately?
Yeah, I think that we should immediately get back into our lesson so we could continue with the story.
Oh, nice use of the word immediately. And let's do just that, friends. Let's get immediately right back into it.
The Princess Diaries. She can't confide in Lily since the two have had a fight and aren't speaking. But she continues to spend time with Lily's brother, Michael. Now that she's popular, Josh, her crush, invites Mia to a big dance. When they arrive, reporters are everywhere, and Josh kisses Mia in front of them. Mia gets angry because she realizes that Josh only cares about being seen with a princess and not about her. She ditches Josh, apologizes to Lily, and spends the evening dancing with Michael. She realizes that he likes her and that she likes him.
OK， 我们再来看片语动词 confide in somebody， 意思是向谁倾诉或是吐露秘密。譬如 The one person June always confides in is her twin sister. June 经常倾吐的对象是她的双胞胎姐妹。或是 Do you have someone you trust and can confide in? 你有没有可以信任和倾吐秘密的人呢？另外 confide something to someone 意思是向某人透露某件事。例如 Bill confided his salary to his sister, but she told their mother, and soon the entire family knew how much he made. Bill 跟他妹妹透露他的薪资，他去告诉他的母亲，不久全家都知道他赚多少钱。最后我们来看动词 apologize。Apologize 的意思是道歉，譬如 Bill's sister apologized to him for telling their mother how much money he earned. Bill 的妹妹为了他跟母亲说 Bill 赚多少钱，跟他道歉。或是 I apologize for my messy house. I have been working overtime lately, so haven't had time to clean it. 我屋里很乱，真是抱歉。最近一直在加班，所以没时间打扫。Apologize 的名词是 apology。例如 Please accept my apology for telling your secret to Margaret. 我跟 Margaret 说了你的秘密，请接受我的道歉。 All right, let's get back to our teachers.
All right, thank you, Jack. Friends, let's get right back into our lesson. But she can't confide in Lily since the two have had a fight and aren't speaking.
Wait, that's really sad because I thought that she and Lily were like best buds.
Yeah, they were BFFs.
Yeah, best friends forever, right?
That's right. But it sounds like they've had some kind of an argument or a fight, so they are not on speaking terms.
Did you say they're not on speaking terms? Because our lesson just says they're not speaking.
Well, speaking terms is a way that we say that sometimes. What does that exactly mean?
I think you're right, Anne-Marie. That's a great phrase for you to know, friends. If you're not on speaking terms with somebody, that means maybe you have to do life together with somebody else in some way, but you would prefer not to talk to that person and they don't really want to talk to you either. You're not on speaking terms.
Like in our story, Lily and Mia went to school together, so it probably meant maybe they had some classes together or they saw each other often, but they would really prefer not to be speaking.
Perhaps they tried to intentionally ignore or avoid the other person, right? They're not on speaking terms. Isn't there a related phrase like if you intentionally don't talk to somebody else that usually you're pretty close with, we say that
You're giving them the silent treatment.
Ah, yes, to give someone the silent treatment. That's right. It looks like these people are giving each other the silent treatment.
Usually this happens when you've argued with somebody, and so you intentionally maybe want to punish them a little bit, so you don't talk to them on purpose.
It's a form of manipulation, according to a lot of people, a lot of psychologists. Giving someone the silent treatment is not a healthy way to resolve problems.
In my opinion, it's not a very mature way to deal with problems either.
You're right about that. Okay, well, friends, now you know some new phrases, right? Not on speaking terms and the silent treatment. But we continue here, but she continues to spend time with Lily's brother, Michael. So now that she's popular, we read, Josh, her crush, invites Mia to a big dance. So Josh is her crush. That means she really likes him. We could even say that she has a crush on him.
That's right. She likes Josh.
What?
Have you heard anyone say to like somebody before?
Yeah. Okay, so you could say, yeah, I like Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
But that just means, you know, I like her as a friend.
Yeah.
So
but if somebody likes me, it means they like me as more than a friend.
And your husband does.
He does. He likes me.
Exactly.
So in our story here, Mia has a crush on or she likes Josh. But let's read about what happens with Josh. It says that when they arrive to the dance, reporters are everywhere and Josh kisses Mia in front of them. Mia gets angry because she realizes that Josh only cares about being seen with a princess and not about her.
So he had bad motives there. We read here, she ditches Josh, apologizes to Lily, and spends the evening dancing with Michael. If you ditch someone, that's kind of a mean or a harsh way of saying that you leave or ignore that person.
It kind of has the idea that you have no use for that person anymore, or you decide that you don't want to be with or spend time with them anymore.
Well, we read here that she realizes that he likes her. We're talking about Michael now. He likes her, and we could say that he likes her.
Yes.
And that she likes him.
That's right. Well, friends, right now it is time to learn about the word luxurious in our skit.
Ooh, this hotel is wonderful. Everything here looks so expensive.
Everything here is expensive. This hotel is very luxurious.
There are beautiful paintings on all the walls.
And this hotel has 3 swimming pools.
Oh, it has several fine restaurants too. And did you notice the water fountains?
Yes, this hotel is really fancy.
Everything here is very luxurious.
Even the restrooms are special. Each one has a shower and a hot tub.
And the sinks are decorated with silver and gold. What a luxurious place. I love this hotel.
Yeah, me too. Too bad we're not staying here.
Yeah, too bad.
Well, we'd better get back to our motel across the street.
Yes, before the hot water runs out.
Well, have you ever stayed anywhere luxurious, friends? As we finish up our lesson about the Princess Diaries, I thought we could talk about this story a little more.
Oh, good idea. I watched the movie when I was young, almost 20 years ago, and I rewatched it last week.
But some of the details in a movie and book are different. Did you read the book?
I listened to the audiobook. It's one of the first audiobooks I've listened to.
Okay, so which was better?
Well, usually I like the book better, almost always actually. But in this case, I have to say I didn't care for the book so much.
Now that is strange to hear you say. So you didn't like the writing style or the story?
Well, I just found the movie more wholesome.
Ah, wholesome. That refers to things that promote good morals for living. So you're saying that the movie is more wholesome than the book?
Yes, the book promotes some standards and ideas that are not really that appropriate for young people.
Oh, well, the movie was made by Disney, and that kind of explains why it's pretty family friendly. But speaking of, I think it's a great reminder to be careful about the things that we put into our heads.
Yeah, and friends, that goes for both books and movies, of course. You know, there's a saying that goes like this: whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, excellent, or worthy of praise, think about these things.
Wow, those are some great things. And commendable, that's like something that you can recommend or highly recommend to other people. And these things are great filters for what to put into our heads. If you don't know if you should be reading or watching or listening to something, you can check to see if the content follows everything that Anne-Marie just listed.
It's a good reminder for everything we think about. Friends, if you liked the summary of the Princess Diaries we gave you in today's lesson, we highly recommend you choose the movie to watch instead of reading the book.
Okay, well, that is all the time that we have for today. Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait to see you next time right here on
Studio Classroom.
At all times, a friend cares at all times, a friend endures at all times, a good friend lasts a lifetime. I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.